Right. I haven't done any videos since being out here, so I thought I might as well do a little one. This is Naama Bay. We're going on the glass bottom boat today. There she is. Yeah, see some fish and stuff. But yeah, Naama Bay. It's your typical sort of seaside bit. Actually got like a really long, big sandy beach. And sure, if you were to go out there it'd be sand underfoot, whereas where we are there's a little bit of sand for about 2 or 3 feet and then it's just hard reef. Now you can see there, that'd probably be hard reef, that bit there, but a little bit sandier. Your typical deck chairs and stuff. Just waiting. Oh, that is the first cloud I've seen since being in Sharm El Sheikh. We've had 2 weeks of solid, and I mean solid, wall-to-wall sunshine. I think it got up to 39 one day. It's cooled off a little bit last couple of days. I burnt yesterday by trying to speed tan, as is often the case at the end of the holiday when you're panicking and you think that you've not tanned enough. All in all, it's been a good trip. Hello, mate. See, you got nice vendors like this. I'm fine, thank you.
Just 1 minute, please. You speak informal?
No, thank you.
This is the from the pile in the water to swimming, diving, banana tube, no coffee for water. And I have it souvenir collection, souvenir. Not photo, please.
Okay, sorry, I don't want it, thank you.
Okay. You need souvenir?
Thank you. No, thank you. See, they will try and sell you all sorts of shit. Just be polite with them. They're actually really nice out here. One thing with the Egyptians is if you respect them, they will respect you, you know. Okay, they will try and sell you stuff. But they're actually very polite people. But they like to be treated, you know, with respect, just like anybody else, really. But if, you know, obviously you got a bit irate then because I didn't want to stop my movie, but you know, generally speaking, they are very, very nice out here. They're nicer than the Spanish, actually. I would say, definitely. If you could go to Tenerife or something like that, or some other Spanish place, the Spanish are definitely not as friendly as the Egyptians. I would say. Yeah, look. It is just like a little paradise, actually. One thing with buying things out here, you've got to haggle. The first price they give you will be in a very, very marked up price. That's just something you get used to. Often you just have to look at something and essentially just decide how much you want to pay. I think we've overpaid for everything out here, but that's even with haggling very, very hard. I think their philosophy is start at 5 times higher than what it should be. So even if you say half or a third, they're still way up on the game. Cost of living out in Egypt is less than the UK, quite a lot less. So things, you know, you can afford to pay a little bit less for stuff out here. And as well with Temu and Shein and things back home, you know, you can often get stuff for pence. Anything we've bought out here, we could have got it much cheaper delivered to the house at home. But I think, you know, it's just an experience, just buying stuff like. It's an experience. Getting ripped off is an experience, guys. It's an enjoyable part of your holiday. So yeah, just if you're coming out here, just really try and drive a hard bargain. Don't be afraid. They will get a little bit irate. Obviously they're just a little bit annoyed that they haven't been able to completely rip you off. If they're genuinely not happy with the price, or if they fall out with you, you know, you can sort of spoil the deal, and even if you walk off, they just lose their temper and just, you won't get what you want. But you will probably get what you want, because there's always another shop selling exactly the same thing 2 meters down the road. So yeah, buying stuff out here is good. You just got to get good at haggling. Often you'll have to try and like develop a bit of a rapport. You can't really be that off. Most people will be quite friendly throughout the process. Some will be a little bit more kind of aggressive, not aggressive, but just driving a little bit more of a harder bargain, just not as soft. But yeah, often if you just sort of take a deep breath, remain calm, and just know that, you know, could you wait until you get home to buy that particular thing? But you know you'll be able to get it cheap. Or does it mean more to you to buy it out here? A little memory. I just did this video just waiting that few minutes for the boat to fill up. We actually rushed like hell to get here, and it says we've got 20 minutes to go before it goes anyway, so yeah, this is the Naama Bay beach. Don't know if anybody's going to find this video helpful. Anything else I can say about Sharm El Sheikh in general? Yeah, if you want that beach style experience where there's plenty of sand and sand underfoot when you walk out. Look, there's little fish and everything. I don't know if you can see that. Loads of wildlife in the sea out here. Look at these fish coming right in. Loads and loads of stuff to see. Hopefully there'll be lots of things to see in this boat, glass bottom boat. I've done a couple of diving trips out here. Saw a few things obviously wouldn't see in the UK. Octopus, all different kinds of fish, loads of coral. Actually got stung by a thing called fire coral. Accidentally brushed into it. What else have we done? Yeah, just come out here. Yeah, the Egyptians are really friendly, actually. They are. Just be polite with them. Politely decline things. Always smile if you don't want anything. And then if you do want something, just remember there is so many shops that sell the same thing out here. They all pretty much sell the same thing. So if you're not happy with what what they're saying, just walk off. You'll often find that they will come down to what you've said. At the end of the day, they're still making a lot of money out of you. They make out that you're fleecing them. You know, they make out that they're not making much money, but they probably still are. And I'd love to know how much they pay themselves for these things out here. Probably pence, you know. And but there you go. This is Bobos Water Sports. These are the people that we've booked the glass bottom boat with. If there's anything else I can show you out here. Some water skis over there. There seems to be a little archipelago. Yeah, we went out for some food in a local restaurant. We shouldn't have bothered. Our restaurants we've got in our hotel are much better. But we stayed in a really good one, Sunrise Diamond Beach. If you're looking for a really, really top-notch hotel in Sharm El Sheikh, go there. The restaurants are absolutely fantastic. Air-conditioned restaurants. There's Indian, Egyptian, Indian restaurants fully air-conditioned. Curries are not quite the same as at home. Obviously a little bit of variation, but it's still a curry. And if you're into your kebabs, there's a lot out here with that. Especially, they tend to do a lot of beef. Seen quite quite a bit of lamb, but I think that's a bit more of a premium meat out here. There's not so much lamb in, well, I've not seen any lamb at all in the buffet. Plenty of beef though, steak and things like that. Can't really fault it. Obviously meat's not cheap. Yeah, the Egyptian restaurant in Sunrise Diamond is really, really good. We had like an entire sort of barbecue brought to our table, basically, with lamb and chicken and beef, all kinds of stuff, all brought to you on a like a barbecue thing that sits on top of your table. So it continues to cook as you're eating, which is quite cool. Yeah, the staff in Sunrise Diamond are just fantastic as well. They really attentive. Can't do enough for you. Obviously, just tip them a little bit and they will just continue to. They probably would do it anyway. They'd probably be friendly to you, but it's just a nice gesture when they've gone so out of their way to remember your names, remember your drinks, remember everything, offer you all kinds of little services, like putting your towels out for you, moving umbrellas around for you to get shade, just little touches like that. They'll do all that for you. But like I say, they probably do it with a little bit more enthusiasm if you just show a little bit of appreciation. It doesn't really take much. A couple of dollars is about £1.50 or something like that. Just every couple of days, as and when. If somebody's served you well at a meal and been nice and friendly to you, sometimes it goes a long way just for somebody to smile at you. You don't always get that in the Spanish influenced countries, or if you do, they are definitely looking for a tip, and they will be very put out and angry if they don't get a tip, if they've been nice to you in a Spanish style country. I get the impression out here that they would still be nice to you, and that it wouldn't be the end of the world if you didn't tip. But it's just like a kind of a respect thing. It's a gesture. You've acknowledged the fact that they've gone out of their way for you. So yeah, it's just polite, and it's just nice to be nice. Makes you feel better as well. Again, you don't have to tip a lot. It's like a $10 thing, £10. It's a couple of pounds is fine. Or if you want to tip a little bit more frequently, maybe a couple of times a day, if they bring you a nice set of drinks or something, just give $1 or something like that. Still, it's just if they got $1 off everybody, obviously their income would be a lot better. I heard that they pay about £60 a day for the people around the pool, things like that. That isn't too bad actually. I think that's a lot higher than some other hotels out here. So yeah, they pay the staff well. So that must help. Yeah, couldn't fault the hotel. This is Naama Bay, like I've said a couple of times already. A lot of the stuff's just the same out here. A lot of the shops, you're not going to find really specialist shops for anything. They all sell pretty much the same thing. All a bit tatty, to be honest with you. You get a few fake clothes. Fake clothes seen out here is not as good as Turkey, no way. But yeah, you still get some nice tops, things like that, t-shirts. Seen a few good bits and pieces. And one little tip: Egyptian cotton stuff out here is cheaper than like nylon stuff or anything like that. I think if you try hard, you can get an Egyptian cotton t-shirt for about £3. There's the man now, he's calling us on, which is 200 Egyptian. So if you're out here and you're after an Egyptian cotton t-shirt, see, things that they don't have to import from China, things they can make here, obviously going to be cheaper. So just as a rough guide, if you try hard, you probably get an Egyptian cotton t-shirt for 300. Here's the family, all looking very pissed off and hot. It's been the case pretty much for the entire holiday. Here we are, about to board the boat. I'll continue the thing in a minute. Lovely crystal clear waters of the Red Sea. This jet is very unstable. I'm saying like it. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's just a case of a... Oh my god, she's going to end up in the drink. Harry and James, obviously they're not doing anything, but they're getting told to stop it. Oh, that's something we did as well. The crazy sofa surfing. Which was good. I didn't particularly enjoy it. I don't really particularly enjoy getting thrown around in shark-infested waters. But kids loved it, so I'd rather go on it with them to make sure they don't come off, and if they do I can at least try and rescue them. Although they probably would be picked up quite quick. Hasn't been shark attacks out here for years, since 2010 I think. So... Oh, it's a particularly unstable part of the platform here. If you want to come do this glass boat excursion, I think it's £10 each, I think we paid. It's not much more than that, so if you see it through TUI or anything like that for £50 a person or something like that, that's too high. Whoa, here we are, we're on the boat. Right, let's just make more of it. Oh, look, here it is. Here we are. Okay, so that's the glass bottom boat. Okay, we'll do it when we see something good to record. See you guys in a bit.